Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Very strong opening. Welcome to DBL. It's Friday, everyone. March 12th. We made it to the end of the week.
We made it.
We made it. I'm Tori here with my good pals, Lindsay and Al. Didn't mean to rhyme. Apologize for that.
Well, anytime Pal's in there, Al's coming up next, so you nailed it.
My pal Al. All right, well, that's such a bad opening. Last night, President Joe Biden gave his very first primetime address since being elected, and he talked about his plan for return to normalcy. Supporters praised his empathetic tone, but critics were upset he didn't give former President Trump any credit. So let's focus on two dates that he mentioned, right? So last night, May 1st is one and July 4th. Listen to why those two dates are so important.
I'm announcing that I will direct all states, tribes, and territories to make all adults, people 18 and over, eligible to be vaccinated no later than May 1. By July the 4th, there's a good chance you, your families, and friends will be able to get together in your backyard or in your neighborhood and have a cookout or a barbecue and celebrate Independence Day.
Cookout? Oh. After a year of uncertainty, we finally have very specific dates to keep in mind. So, do you believe the country will be back to normal by July 4th? If you want to be part of the show, you got to go to dblvotes.com and weigh in. Let's make it clear one more time. The promise is that every American will be eligible for a vaccine by May. This, first off, was, I thought, a great speech. I also thought the COVID bill is huge. $4 billion are going just to black farmers. We have the poorest fifth of the households will see a 20% rise in their income. A family of four with only one person working will get $12,000 in benefits. They didn't hold back.
I think it was a message saying that, you know, we see you. We see the parents that have been home with their kids and haven't had any support. I think this is just a big message to them that we see you, especially with the credit that's going to be rolled out throughout the year for mothers and fathers that have kids they're taking care of. This is things that are unprecedented that we haven't seen before. So I think in addition to that, as well as the messaging that we can be together on July 4th.
Huge.
I mean, I just am like, please.
That's my favorite holiday.
I need to just be around people. Like, I can't be on a Zoom. I was on a baby shower Zoom like a week ago. Like, it's fun, but like, I'm done with it. I want to touch people. I want to touch people and not get them sick, and they don't get me sick, and like everything is okay. And just hearing that from somebody leading our country is just like a big
optimistic viewpoint.
Like sigh of relief.
I agree. You can wear a onesie at a cookout.
I know. I mean, just you know, the thought of human beings laughing and touching seems crazy. And we were talking about this yesterday off camera, Lindsay. There are people that are okay kind of in isolation, but there are people like Lindsay that need to be out, that need to hug and laugh. You too, Tori. So I think a lot of those people have really been hurting during this period. As for the bill, I'm super excited about it. And my girl and I were talking about this last night. That bill was the first time I felt like America took care of its citizens. And I know that sounds like a harsh statement, but you look, when you need help with student loans, we don't care. Hey, I don't have any health insurance, I broke my arm, we don't care. There's never anything that makes you feel like an American, and then they say, hey, we all need to be Americans and put our masks on, and Americans are like, you've never helped us once. And this is the kind of thing where your country shows you that we see you, and it's appreciated.
Wow, that was both great points. I also want to say that 3/4 of Americans support it. 60% of Republicans are included in that. So this is a huge bipartisan bill in that way. That's from Morning Consult survey. Let's take a look at our own survey. 73% of you don't believe we will be back to normal.
Oh, come on.
You guys.
Come on.
That's how they feel.
That's fair. That's fair. I think we'll be having brats and beer.
Well, I think it's also up to you, right? So I think even if you're, some people, my friends are like, I still won't see you this summer. And some of them are like, I'll see you May. So it just depends if you got the vaccine, how ready you are to move around.
And how motivated you are. Yeah, that's true. I want my brats. All right, speaking of vaccines.
You can get brats now.
Yeah, but it's not the same when I'm eating.
It's not some weird item that only comes around like Haley's Comet.
Wait, Al, you can't eat a brat like alone.
That's sad.
Very
You're right.
sad.
You're just in the dark eating a brat in silence. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
It's not good. Speaking of vaccines, more and more people are keeping their shots a secret. Have y'all heard about this? So people told The Atlantic that they're keeping their vaccinations to themselves because they don't want to be shamed for getting them before others. People also don't want to be accused of jumping ahead in line. Huh.
I could see it.
I can too.
I mean, I think that people are just like, really awkward about the whole thing, because it's like when you ask somebody and then they tell you maybe no, I'm not getting it, then you're like,
because there's judgment either way.
Right, there's judgment anyway. So it's just like, I'm just going to do me and what I feel comfortable with. But it's also like, it affects other people. That's why it's weird. So if you have it and someone else doesn't have it, you know, they can still be carrying it and pass it to you. So there's just all these layers that are like, okay, are you going to ask everybody at this July 4th barbecue, did you get vaccinated?
Maybe. I mean, like, do you feel guilty if you have one?
Would you want to know, going to your hypothetical barbecues, would you want the person throwing it saying everybody here has had it?
I want to see vaccine cards, Al.
Really?
You're going to collect
I'm not kidding. We're not joking around about this. If we're all getting vaccines, proudly show them at the door. Like, that's how I want
at
it
your
to be.
family barbecue?
At any place I go. I'm just
Tori's
saying.
like a mean bouncer.
Yeah, that's a lot.
All right.
I'm just saying, when polio happened, you showed your immunization card. It isn't that crazy. It's just we've forgotten about the history.
Okay.
But when you get with your family, are you going to be, if they said they got it, you're going to be like, Ma, show me your card.
No.
Like, you know, you got to, I feel like your aunts and uncles, like some people got it, but then you have to go down to like a lineage. What if somebody brings their new boyfriend or girlfriend?
Right. And
then
that's how
like,
people got COVID.
Right.
Yeah.
It's always like that extra person.
It's a scary thing, but I do like the optimism that we're seeing and the idea that some semblance of normalcy will come back. Like, Patty's here. Our boss comes in from time to time. You're starting to see a few fans at the game when you watch TV, and it doesn't look like some weird simulation on a video game. We're kind of seeing little sparks of light, and I hope that kind of pushes people to say, hey, I don't agree with this administration. I don't know about this vaccine, but just let's go out on a limb and try and fix this, because we know we can argue. We're
super good at that.
We got that.
We're super good.
Let's all just try and get together. One more time.
One more time.
All right.
Well, let's all brats together. All right, before we go, check out these 2 viral videos that are reaching new heights online. I've seen both of them. They're amazing. So you've heard of hailing a cab. What about waving down a flying taxi? Yeah, engineers in Europe are testing electric flying taxis in the skies over Germany. They hope to have them up and flying by 2024 for the Olympics in Paris. Wait, are you supposed to like get in there? It's a center for ants. Remember that?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I like this, but the idea of like testing something and then I be the one in there is never going to sit well with me. Like, when it's finalized and situated, I'll be in there.
You're not a guinea pig person.
Exactly.
Guys, we couldn't handle scooters. Like, all my friends
People were fine with scooters.
Oh, no, people were pissed off.
My friends are doctors, all of them. I was pre-med, so I talked to a lot of doctors. They were like, the emergency room visits shot up because of scooters. People are hammered on them, and they are going across driveways. They get blindsided. I mean, scooters are really
hopefully this will alleviate some of that, because there's
so put them in helicopters.
Yeah, that'll be better.
I'll tell you that Colin ran into a pole on a scooter. It was my fault, because I wanted him to look at something. He looked.
He went in. It happens. All right, check out this. This is a Minnesota bowling alley. This is crazy video. It's getting the attention of Hollywood filmmakers. We're not speeding this up. This is it. Ready? This commercial is amazing. It's a drone flying through an alley, all done in one take. And they did it because their business was struggling a little bit. Get this. Marvel director James Gunn said that they want whoever made this to work with them. Look at this part. Ready? Whoop. On Guardians of the Galaxy 3. It is so fascinating and smooth if you keep watching, and at one point someone's like, they show someone going like this and going through their legs with the camera in one take.
How small is it, though, is what I'm wondering.
And
like,
how fast.
in all these crevices.
The internet and the affordable technology has really opened up, because this person would have just been at home had they not had the access to Hollywood. But now, if you can do it and put it out there, people will find it. This is amazing.
It's really great, and I highly recommend you look at it. Yeah, one person, and the actors who are bowling are in on it too, so they interact as the camera's going. So the timing is like a ballet. I mean, I can't explain enough. Go watch it. Huh?
Well, they just did.
No, there's
watch
more.
the rest.
There's more. There's more.
Well, it's a little bossy.
Coming up on DBL, why is he like this? She's an unlikely star to rise to the top of the Christian music charts. Sam is introducing you to her friend Semler, who's paving a path for LGBTQ artists. And these are amazing TikTok hacks that'll make you question everything in your life. We're showing you some of the most creative ones coming up next.
Closed captioning provided by
Tax season is in full swing. thing, and online you may have seen the tweets and talk from people getting a stimulus check after filing their taxes. Let's verify. Is it true you can retroactively qualify for stimulus payments based on your 2020 tax return? Our sources, the Internal Revenue Service and financial expert Andrew Poulos. The short answer is yes. Some people may be eligible for extra money, but it's a little complicated. Let's recap. The IRS says the majority of stimulus payments were sent successfully based on 2018 and 2019 returns. But they admit some people may have fallen through the cracks or got the wrong amount. According to the IRS, if you did not qualify for either the first round of checks or the second round, you may still be eligible for stimulus funds via the Recovery Rebate Credit based on your 2020 tax return. So how do you know if you qualify? The IRS lists a few scenarios, like if your income dropped. Maybe you lost your job in 2020 or had a salary cut that means you now meet the income threshold. Or those who were claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return in 2018 or 2019, but were not in 2020, may now also be eligible.
In some situations, you still may not get the full amount depending on your income. So it's all income driven, and it's going to be a case-by-case basis.
According to the IRS, you have to file a 2020 return to claim it, even if you don't usually file a tax return.
DBL is all new every day.
Don't look at me like with that face, because I'm telling you how I feel.
I'm not buying his story. No, I'm just being honest. He's trying to get clout.
I'm going to wear a 10-gallon hat.
Stick with us in 2021. We're going to have a great year. Shout out to our co-workers tuning in from home during the pandemic. We miss you, and stay safe during this Denver winter storm that's headed our way, huh? We all wish you stay warm, everyone. Well, despite what a lot of people think, TikTok isn't just all dance trends and lip syncing. You can actually learn really useful info. So we're going to share some cool life hacks from the app. Number one TikTok user says she has the solution to stop you from tearing up while cutting onions. Check it out.
Let me share my onion wisdom. The acid that's in onions, it's attracted to a water source. So your tear ducts are usually the first place, right? So all you have to do is get a damp paper towel, fold it up, keep it on your cutting board. That acid will be drawn to the wet paper towel and not your tear ducts.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yes.
I had a hack show, and I said if you lit a match, blew it out, and put it in between your teeth, the onion smell wouldn't hurt your eyes.
But then smoke would be all up in your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, that's good for the old West, Lindsay. But that was the strangest hack. But you know why TikTok is so great? I've actually seen that hack because my girl is really into those. And they're also other TikTokers that then try the hack and then almost like Snopes, like debunk it or not, and then they said that absolutely works. So like, yes, I saw that like a month and a half ago. Like, yeah, there's like so many great. Me and my girl did one this weekend with popcorn, where after you pop the kernels, you cut like a little corner off, and then you shake the kernels out. So when you put it in the bowl, it doesn't have the extra kernels. It's
but
just
I like the extra kernels at the bottom. That is good.
Who likes the extra?
I know. I almost break my teeth.
You eat them? Oh my gosh.
Okay,
that's not
next.
a hack.
You could hear Smurf in the back go, "You're gonna break your teeth."
Right.
She's such a mom. I love it.
You're gonna break your molars. All right, up next is another kitchen hack. Have we all been flipping our grilled cheese sandwiches wrong? So watch as this TikTok user places a spatula, okay, under the sandwich, but instead of flipping the sandwich, you flip the pan.
Oh.
Before placing both back. Hold on. Oh my God, on the stove, it seems so simple.
Does it say why you should do that?
But how many people do this? Well, I would assume it's
I would burn myself.
I think I might burn myself,
That would be a disaster for me. And I appreciate and love a grilled cheese.
And a good hack, but that's not for you.
Oh, they just said it makes it easier to flip. Okay.
But what's so hard about this?
Because the cheese is going to come out.
Because sometimes, you might lose the pan action. I don't know.
You might lose the pan on your wrist if you flip a pan.
I don't care for the pan
on
flip.
Your wrist?
That's too dangerous.
Yeah, like you're turning over. I'm a little clumsy. I've dropped the
Can you imagine imagine me being like, here we go.
No, both of you guys. Okay, good point.
All right, now to a cleaning hack that's supposed to get rid of that orange film on Tupperware after you store something like pasta sauce in there.
I hate that.
I know. All right, you start with dish soap and water in the Tupperware. Okay, got that. But then you put in a few pieces of torn up paper towel, put the lid on it, and shake it. After shaking for a bit, the stained Tupperware should be sparkling clean.
I can't believe I have to try this.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
My Tupperware, I just get tired of looking at it after a while because it's so orange.
That's and sometimes with tea and stuff, it gets brown. All right, finally a hack to get original art pieces in your home with the help of your dog. What? So get a small canvas, splatter on a few paint colors, and carefully slide the canvas into a large Ziploc bag. Top with peanut butter and let your dog go to town.
Oh my goodness.
There you have it, a beautiful painting that you and your pet can be proud of. Okay.
That's pretty fun, though. My dog would go crazy about this.
Do you think Jiggly would make it good?
Yeah, he goes crazy about it. He had medicine that he had to take the other day, and he went crazy about eating that. Like
with the peanut butter?
No, something in my hand. In general, he just wants to eat everything. He's a bulldog, though, so greenness is like his jam.
I'm fine with that, and I just don't like the idea of my dog eating all over the house.
Yeah.
Like there's a bowl in an area where you do that. I don't want my dog licking peanut butter in the living room.
Yeah.
But you know,
it gets sloppy.
Also, like that's not a hack because I'm not trying to make dog paintings anyway.
But they were good paintings.
They were.
You're trying to have art on your wall.
Yeah, but I don't need Josie to do it. Just kidding, I love it. All right, coming up at DBL, meet Semler. She's an LGBTQ singer who's topping the Christian music charts. It's really interesting, her message. It's of diversity and divine inspiration, and it's coming up next.
This was when I noticed.
Daylight saving time returns this weekend, and while you probably don't love losing an hour of sleep, it can actually have some pretty serious ripple effects. Let's connect the dots. When our clocks spring forward every year, it can take a real toll on your body and mind. Studies have found in the week after daylight saving returns, there are more deadly car wrecks, heart attacks, and even harsher prison sentences handed down. According to the Mayo Clinic, it's because the sleep loss affects our mood, alertness, and memory. So what can you do about it? Ahead of time, you can start adjusting your sleep schedule. That means a couple days before, start going to bed a little earlier. Stay active on Saturday. Exercise helps you sleep earlier and better. Also, avoid alcohol and electronic devices before bedtime. Both can lower the quality of sleep you do get. After the time change, make sure to keep your normal schedule. That means no sleeping in. Getting up and moving helps as well. Sunlight and activity can help reset your sleep cycle. If you're struggling, a short nap is okay, just don't overdo it. And make sure you get to bed at a reasonable time Sunday night.
Welcome back to DBL. Grace Baldridge, also known as Semler, is a blazing artist as a queer Christian new artist, and her new album just reached #1 on the Christian iTunes chart. Sam caught up with her friend earlier in today's DBL Spotlight.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We have a queer artist is currently #1 on the iTunes Christian music charts, my friends.
I want to just hear, because I know that you and I were texting back and forth, but I need to hear you while I look at you. When you found out, literally after a week that you put out Preacher's Kid, that it was #1 on the Christian charts, like, what did you do? Did you jump up and down? Like, did you not believe it? Did you, like, Google yourself? What did you do?
So I hadn't checked my phone yet. We'd just woken up, and my wife checked her phone, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you're #1," and I didn't believe her. It's something I think in a few months from now I'll be able to wrap my mind around it.
What are some of the unique challenges that you have had to face as a Christian artist?
I would say the main thing is being gay. That's been a challenge to, I think, for people to receive this as a Christian record and understand that there's a diversity of perspective in the Christian experience. So just candidly, yeah, I think visually people look at me, I'm not what you might expect from a Christian artist, but it doesn't make my message less divinely inspired and the place that I'm writing from.
Divinely inspired. I love that. So there's a parental advisory disclaimer on your new Christian album, Preacher's Kid. Can you explain that?
In expressing these confusing feelings and wrestling with doubt and coming back to faith and reconciliation, it gets a little explicit on this record. And I think that that's okay, because I think that that's part of the human experience that we're all sort of called to express. And I believe that we're all spiritual beings having a human experience. And part of my human experience is once and again saying a holy F-bomb. And my grandmother and I have wrestled with that. She's very proud of me, so is my dad. And I understand that's not going to be for everybody, but that's just authentic to me.
Share what it was like growing up as a preacher's kid and eventually coming out.
I grew up in an Episcopal household. My dad is a priest. I grew up in the rectory, going to church multiple times a week, youth group, church camps, mission trips, like that whole thing was very much my life.
Unlike your father, who is very supportive of you and your wife, many Christians do not support gay marriage. What do you want them to understand?
What I'm asking, and what I hope Preacher's Kid can potentially be an invitation to, is for people who are not affirming and not inclusive to do that same sort of homework that I had to do into affirming theology. It's just an invitation. Before you condemn someone, before you hop onto a stranger's Instagram and tell me to repent for my marriage, maybe pause and look up. There's abundant biblical scholarship that affirms queer identities, and maybe just pause and listen to one of those sermons before you lash out, I think, in anger.
Grace, I'm so proud of you, but of course, DBL Nation, you're going to know her as Semler, the chart-topping artist, and let's make sure that we get her to the Billboard chart. So stream her album, Preacher's Kid, on all platforms. And Grace, it was such an honor to have you here. I am so proud of you. We'll be right back.
I love you, Sam. Thank you.
Bye.
I don't know who you think I am.
Promotional consideration.
Welcome back to DBL. Staying active during a pandemic can be tough, especially for older adults, but there are ways to make it happen. And we're going to chat about it in DBL's Focus on Fitness presented by QB. So exercise is crucial to maintain your fitness and strengthen your immune system. So we want you to aim for at least 2 hours a week of activity. Start slow. Work your way up and choose aerobic activities like dancing or swimming. You want to get your heartbeat up a little bit fast. Lastly, we want you to sit less. If you spend your days at a desk or on the couch, get up during the commercial breaks. Just walk around your house or try QB's under-desk elliptical. They are changing the way the world thinks about fitness, regardless of physical ability or age. So call QB at 1-800-730-3397 or visit QB.com to learn more. That's why I got a dog. I had depression and I wouldn't get out of the house. And Josie had to go to the bathroom and she forced me to get out of the house and she saved my life.
That's what you do. Anything to get you moving, you know. And I was looking, they were saying stay active, and I feel like taking a class really helps, whether it's aerobics, cycling, whatever. I started my fitness journey with cycling.
Yeah, you soul cycle, right?
Yeah, Patty got me there, and I was like, I took a class, and that was it.
Wow, I've never
the exact opposite. I've sat around all of quarantine and gained weight.
That's fair too. That is fair too. Well, goodbye to our coworkers who are working at home today. When the pandemic is over, we'll all be back together again in the studio. DBL's new every day, y'all. We'll see you Monday, same time, same place. Stay warm.